The longest of road trips lands in Melbourne, in Australia, as the NFL season starts down under for two teams who figure to be near the top of the NFC West, the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams bring the NFL to Australia. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. An honor to be down under. The Niners and the Rams begin the season here in Australia. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. For an opener, Purdy to throw. Short throw there, pulled in by Evans.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. He was a 1,000-yard rusher a year ago and looking good to start this season as well.
Mike, I'm not sure that there is a player in the NFL who is more important to their offensive success than Christian McCaffrey. I mean, you talk about do it all. I mean, from a pure running standpoint, he's as good as it gets. Over 100 catches. The sheer volume of snaps, the sheer volume of touches. I mean, it is just hard to replicate and really describe what a career Christian McCaffrey has had.
George Kittle was the intended target that time, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
There's Evans. He's got it. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's close to the 1st down, but yard short. So that's going to bring up 4th down.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Now Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on 4th down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
On the ground, it's McCaffrey. Ooh, Christian McCaffrey into the end zone. He's done it so often over his career. Just put another 6 up for the 49ers.
It is certainly an ideal way to start a season, Mike. You get the ball first, you come out, you look sharp, you're in and out of the huddle, you're super efficient. Not only do you take the ball all the way down the field, but you come away with 6. And I know they sure hope that this is a sign of things to come, not only for this offense today, but as the rest of this season unfolds.
And he misses the extra point. No good, and this will remain a 6-0 game.
Pinheiro to kick off for San Francisco.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. To throw right away is Stafford. Over the middle, and that's to Mumpfield. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On first and 10, Stafford. Pressure all around him, and down he goes. Michael Williams. He's into the sack column early in the season. A sack on this opening drive. Second and long coming up. Out of the gun, Stafford. Flush to his right. Now he'll run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Third and long. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's going to be fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. It's a good way to start the season, right? Like it's like in golf. It's always nice to see that first putt roll in, and here his first field goal attempt of the year right through the uprights.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
A first down throw for Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
You get so caught up defending all of these weapons all over the field, and it's sometimes really easy to forget about the back. And in this case, the quarterback does a nice job just dropping the ball off in his check down, and he lets him do the rest.
Off the play fake. Here's Purdy. To the former Cal Bear, Jake Tunges. To the 20. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. 35 more yards. Back-to-back big plays to get this drive rolling. Purdy now, he'll throw on first down. To the goal line and in. Mike Evans. Touchdown, San Francisco. Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the 49ers move out in front, 13-3. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyron Williams. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, Stafford. Open is the tight end, Terrence Ferguson. They're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 18.
First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
Unloads downfield, looking for Nakua. Stafford brings the Rams to the line. They'll try to get 2.
The Rams will line up for the 2.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
On the return, here's James. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's Saul, the man in motion. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. So, 1 quarter in the books in the season-opening NFL kickoff game. The Niners have the early advantage. It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back after this. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2. They've got it with 2nd and 3 coming up. From the gun, it's Jones. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. Third down coming up.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That's caught. It's Evans. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
You can see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. That's the safety, Cameron Curl. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On the ground, this is Williams. Open space inside the 10. And he's in! Kyren Williams. Touchdown, Rams.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
On the return, here's James. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. First and 10 for Purdy. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Unfortunately, Mike, over my career, I've been in this guy's shoes plenty of times, probably more than I wish to admit. You take your eyes off the ball. You think about becoming a runner before securing the catch, and when you do that, you end up watching the ball fall to the ground.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He has to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Open man downfield is Kittle. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball is going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Stafford now on first down. Moving outside the pocket. He'll look the other way, deep left side. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight, and it's second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for it with Williams. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down. Going to be first down and 10. A shotgun snap to Stafford. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Here's Stafford now on second down. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Formation for the Rams.
Evans with the punt sends it away. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. On play action, it's Jones. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
See what they have for second and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. Forced to his right. Taking off, and he'll get only about 3 before being written out of bounds.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's third down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. A gain there of 15. First down, 49ers.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
On first and 10. Purdy. He'll get this out to his running back. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
This will be a second down and 6. they'll roll out here with Purdy. In trouble, and down he goes. That is Myles Garrett taking him down for a first sack for this new campaign.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Back with more of this Thursday opener after this. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. And he's going to have the 49ers first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
Just a great effort by the back. I mean, just the ability to keep your legs moving, to make sure he had enough to pick up the first down. He's able to move the chain by a few, and just a great call. Great execution, especially given the circumstances.
So, a pair of first downs moves them out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Short throw there, pulled in by Evans.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Rams' 49-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Jones. And he just does manage to get rid of this one. Hounded by the defense. They nearly got him. Incomplete, setting up 3rd down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Throwing is Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he will score again. George Kittle. Touchdown. 49ers. What a start to the year. His 2nd touchdown in this opening half.
The kick is good.
And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
A first down throw for Stafford. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
This is 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the first down.
A gain of
Now a
9
timeout
yards.
Rams. That's number 2.
That's good.
First down, 10 yards to go.
First down.
From the gun, here's Stafford. A ball deep for the end zone. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Mustafa. And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
A first down throw for Purdy. Throw left side, complete to Pearsall.
Complete
The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
The second down throw is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On third down, it's Purdy. That's caught. Left side, it's complete. And he's out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 35.
A gain of 14.
6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10. Purdy going to put it up again. He'll go back to Evans. He's got another one. Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Second down and 3. Play action. Here's Purdy. He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. The Niners will use their third and final timeout. Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This one from 54 yards out. Pinheiro's kick is good. And the 49ers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for San Francisco.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. We'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
A loss of 2.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Here's Stafford. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And 12 yards.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
It is third and long. Out of the gun, Stafford. Hit as he throws, that one will fall to the turf, and it's incomplete. The pressure too much to get away from that time. Good third down stop, and it sets up fourth down. On now the punt team, and this one's on its way. McCaffrey gonna return it. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. Christian McCaffrey inside the 20. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the 49ers will extend this third quarter lead.
18. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for San Francisco.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Now a first down throw for Stafford. Throw left side, caught by Ferguson. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Out of bounds at the 43.
From the 43, here's second down and 2.
Brings up second and
Working
2.
out of the gun, Stafford. That's out wide to Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Trying to start this long road back. They've got a first down here.
First down. First and 10 at the 47.
A shotgun snap to Stafford. He's got his man, Devontae Adams. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
That's another Rams first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
To the air again, Stafford. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That one targeted for Devontae Adams.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I can promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed him. In this game, it looked like it was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
And he's not going to get in. The decision to go for 2 doesn't pay off. Unable to cut any further into the deficit. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. This taken at the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to McCaffrey. He looks forward for maybe a yard. That stop made by Byron Young.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 9. From the gun, it's Purdy. With the middle of the field, he's got Evans. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the first down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on 4th down.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Niners first down. Boy, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up. They convert, and the drive stays alive.
And the decision to go for it on 4th and short, it's a lot easier, Mike, when you take a look in that huddle and you see the big guys up front. I mean, their ability to continue to win at the point of attack. We've seen it all game long, and when that's the case, you don't need to overthink it. Turn around, hand it to your back, fresh set of downs.
To throw on 1st down is Purdy. This one is caught by Kirk. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. It's good for a Niners first down.
That's a nice play there from Kirk, and he's part of a reworked 49er receiving core. They brought in a couple veteran receivers who they still believe can make a big impact, and a good example of it right there.
From the gun, it's a give to McCaffrey. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
This back's been having his way all night long, Mike. Just a lot of room to operate. Great job by the offensive line all night long, but in this case, defense does their job. They're able to penetrate, get in the backfield, and take them down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. He was a 1,000-yard rusher a year ago and looking good to start this season as well. They are moving the ball well on this drive, aren't they? It's another 1st and 10. They run once more with McCaffrey. Whoa! He left that first defender grasping for air as he winds up getting 8 out of that ball.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry, and anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. Forced out wide, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jones. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. 13-yard pickup to begin this 4th quarter.
So often we see a team that's milking a 2-score lead get very conservative, especially in the 4th quarter, but not this coach. He says, all right, I might have a 2-score lead. I want to make it 3. He's trying to put as much pressure on his opponent possible here down the stretch late.
Not much there. Maybe a yard.
The stop made by Myles Garrett. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 31. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 17
yards. A very satisfying performance to get the new year started. Looking at a 1-0 start as they pick up the first down. Kittle is the man in motion. McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. and he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. On the counter, it's McCaffrey. This one over before it started. Hit behind the line. It's going to be a loss of a couple.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground? Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. That's just a really good drive here in the 2nd half, and you understand what the situation calls for. You have the lead, 2nd half, continue to control the clock, continue to convert and get fresh sets of downs, come away with points, and just try to continue to extend this lead.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Caught by Nakua on the out route. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 29. That's good for a Rams 1st down.
Stafford now on 1st down. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams.
Complete to Kyron Williams. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Rams 1st down.
Again, it's Stafford. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. And he will score! Game on! Terrence Ferguson! Touchdown, L.A. Big spot for the Rams as they'll try to add a 2-point conversion now. Throwing again is Stafford. That is caught! They're going to get the 2 points. Don't go away just yet. They are back to within a score. Even with 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, they're going to try an onside kick. And that one not going to work out as the hands team is there to recover. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Short throw there, pulled in by Evans. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Rams 40-yard line.
Now it's McCaffrey. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yards.
Back at the 43-yard line.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down. On fourth down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. First down, Stafford unloads downfield looking for Nakua. And this will be incomplete. He hoped to get it to Puka Nakua that time. It'll be second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
A pickup of 15 in the air. Good for a Rams first down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Got a man downfield. It's Devontae. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 yards. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Throwing right, it's taken in. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Stafford to throw again. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
And he's going to have the Rams first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. That's a gain of 18.
First and 10 at the 19.
Working out of the gun, Stafford. This is caught at the 2. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
First down and goal to go.
They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments in the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it with Williams. And this will be a touchdown. They are within a 2-point conversion of coming back to tie this game.
What a finish there to get the touchdown, but of course the job's not done, and this is where the defense needs to regroup, Mike. It's one thing to give up the touchdown, but now you're still one stop away from being the hero. They got to dial in, get their best defense called, and somehow find a way to keep them out of the end zone.
The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining on the clock. The last touchdown, that was only half the battle. Now they've got to get the two-point conversion to tie this game up. Moving to his right, and he will get in. The two-point conversion works, and we might be headed to overtime. So, not much time remaining to get something started. All tied here, late fourth, as the kickoff comes.
The Niners take over.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
San Francisco.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They're trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the fourth quarter?
That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Rolling right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. 10 catches now in the game. They've gone his way early and often. That one for a first down. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Here's Purdy again. Got his man. It's Kirk. Now, timeout called. Let's see. You're looking at a long field goal try from here. This might be one final heave to the end zone.
At the 32-yard line.
So, here's Eddie Pinheiro in a big spot. This to win the game. Now a timeout Rams. That's number 2. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. McCaffrey. The Niners use their 3rd and final timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. The Rams use their 3rd and final timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. So, here's Eddie Pinheiro in a big spot. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. So a win here for the 49ers. They get the season off on the right foot. The winners in the NFL kickoff game, the Thursday night opener of this regular season.